My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 23rd, 2024. It is 4:03 a.m. I've been putting a list together. Well, I sort of started the list, but when I got up and there were a lot of things going on, I add more to the list. So I'm gonna create 3 videos tonight, and I better make it quick because it's almost daylight. So I will have a video for our part of Pure Service, I will have for Pure YTE, and I will have this for APU Team Sussex, which is the one that I'm gonna be doing right now. For the Pure YTE one, I had a lot of them yesterday. I just stopped recording after recording 2 videos, so I didn't have energy to record anymore, and I didn't even edit the videos. So I'm gonna have a lot of editing, and then I believe next week we're going away, so I need to stack up some videos for you guys while I'm away, because I think I only have videos up to when, let's see, I didn't even create thumbnails. Look at all of these videos I'm doing, but there's no thumbnails. So I'm up to July 4th, which by that time I'll be away. So I'm up to July 4th, so I need to create those videos for you guys while I'm gone, because I think I'm gonna be gone for like 4 or 5 days. I don't remember, because we set it up a while ago. So yeah, so let's get to it. Let's look at the numbers. 4,295 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue $173.91, and I believe in one of the videos I did yesterday I put a screenshot, I might still have it, of the amount that they deposit into my account. And I think I blocked some stuff, you know, obviously I have to block my personal information. Just show you the numbers that they deposit. It was 300 something. Okay, analytics. There's the numbers. In the last 48 hours I had 1,746 views, and that's the amount. So let's go on Twitter. So this is the first tweet. Now, I've read too many articles regarding those Brits coming into the US system, journalism system. I might read this one as well, and if I don't finish read it, the link will be in the description. So the tweet is not that much. There's not a lot of responses. So let's see here. Daily Beast, new DC chief quits after only 5 weeks. So that's from the Hollywood Reporter. So let me click on it. I think I already have the link in the description, because I shared it on my community board already. Where is it? No, I don't. Let me pause and put it now before I forget. Okay, so I have it. Now, I hope you guys don't hear a background. Once I recorded, I can only record once. My door is open. I do not want to turn on the AC because it will make noise while I'm recording, but I have a fan somewhat far away from me and the door is open. So I'm sorry if you hear a little noise in the background. Okay, so let's get to it. Daily, let me make sure I'm recording, because usually when I pause and when I think I play again, it doesn't work. So it is recording. Okay, Daily Beast new. Oh my God, the thing is moving. Daily Beast, new DC chief quits after only 5 weeks. Booty and the Beast. Booty and the Beast. Martin Pengley skedaddles the online news outlet amid mass staff buyout. Huh. Okay, so let's see here. The Daily Beast Washington bureau chief has quit just 5 weeks after being hired. Hot Sauce has learned, leaving the site without a political editor just months before the election. His departure comes as most unionized journalists at the publication are preparing to flee at the end of next week after taking generous buyout. Martin Pengilly joined the Daily Beast last month from The Guardian, where he has served for 20 years. The well-regarded editor had become known as the books guy, thanks to his almost uncanny abilities to snag copies of buzzy books before their publication dates. Pengilly resigned from his new post late last week, but Chief Content and Creative Officer Joanna Coles and publisher and CEO Ben Sherwood, known to staffers as Boana, begged him to keep the news from colleagues and continue working until next Friday, when nearly 24 staffers who accepted the buyouts are expected to leave the publication. Hot Sauce has learned there will be several layoffs of non-guild employees as well as staff on the business side at the end of next week. Multiple people familiar with the situation said, I don't know, the text in this one is messing up my eyes. Similar to the Twitter text or fonts, should I say. Multiple people familiar with the situation say Pengilly had been reluctantly lured from his comfortable perch at The Guardian by the promise of leading a revamp. So why do all these people want to revamp those outlets? Revamp political operation during momentous election, but he soon found himself butting heads with Coles over some of her more outlandish ideas, which include assigning Pengilly a story to consult, quote, medical experts to examine footage of President Biden and determine the nonsense from the UK. Oh my God, President Biden, and determine if he was suffering from Alzheimer's. Shouldn't we just focus on what's at hand? Oh my God, Boana had been trying to recruit another high-profile Guardian journalist, Hugo Lowell, to join the Beast to cover Trump world, but he pulled out of negotiation with the pair last weekend. Cole and Sherwood have also been trying to bring aboard Mary Ann Akers, who is married to the journalist Michael Isikoff. He sounds familiar. I think he used to show up on MSNBC with Rachel Maddow. Let me look him up. Michael Isikoff. He looks familiar. He's probably in his 70s or something. I don't know. Maybe mid. Yeah. So this one is a respected one. Let me see. Michael Isikoff is an American investigative journalist who used to be the chief investigative correspondent at Yahoo News. He is the co-author with David Korn of the book titled Russian Roulette, the inside story of Putin's war on America and the election of Donald Trump, published March 13, 2018. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, get back to this. Okay, who is married to journalist Michael Isikoff and was previously congressional editor at The Messenger, to help staff of the DC bureau. Pengilly, Lowell, and Akers declined to comment. In just over 2 months since taking over, Cole's idea have paralyzed staff. The first, let me look. Cole, where's his name? Joanna Coles, publisher, CEO. Okay. Who is she or Joanna? So that's a she. Let's see. That's it. Joanna Louis Cole was chief content officer for his magazine from 2016 to 2018. She has won awards for journalism, including when she was editor-in-chief Cosmopolitan. This, how do you call this? Beauty. Well, I don't know. I used to think Cosmopolitan deal with like, celebrities kind of thing. But I'll look that up in a few, but let me finish with her. Okay, Cosmopolitan's National Magazine Award for a guide to contraception. Born, okay, United Kingdom. That's it. All right, so they got the memo from the UK to switch up. They got the position, and then now they want to switch up. Let me see. Cosmopolitan magazine. What was it used to be? It's American Quarterly Fashion. That's what I thought. Fashion Entertainment. That's what they want to change it. I mean, I know many of you heard me put the thing with Bojo's sister about the what is it? She mentioned. I'll put the clip anyway. She mentioned the U.S. and I think Paris, France kind of journalism is not entertainment. So she was giving us a hint.
I find it hard to see who is the winner here. I mean, Prince Harry goading the press is only and forcing the press into humiliating payouts is not going to be particularly good for the Sussexes. And it's certainly not great for the press, which is on the hook. I think the total payouts for phone hacking and other illegal information gathering is up to $1 billion, and there are many, many more cases to try. So my point about all this is, I think we only have losers here, and it's in all our interests that we have a strong, vigorous and honest press. And if it was strong, vigorous and honest, I agree that the press would have reported more on the judgment, the Prince Harry judgment that came through on Friday, than it did. It was basically a broadcast story, far more than it was a print story. And of course, the print and broadcast are in competition, so you can sort of understand that. So my question is, who wins out of this? Has Prince Harry done the press lasting damage? Do you think that as a result of the judgment that went against Mirror Group newspapers, we're going to see some sort of state regulation of the press? I genuinely hope not. I don't want the press to be in the last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry, and I think it's in all our interests that we have a thrive. And we got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
That's the thing that they're trying to do. Switch up journalism into entertainment. Wow. So they got the memo to say we need to switch up. They got the position. Now they're trying to switch things up. And they think many Americans were going to be, just like the royal rats, to comply. They're like, no, this is not what we're all about. The entertainment aspect can be left off for people like me in the YouTube world, or those other people, who's doing their TikTok things. But journalism needs to stay focused on things that matter for people to get proper information. Oh my God, they were about to, they're still trying. We're not out of the woods yet. They were trying to set their foundation. If Trump get elected, we're completely doomed. The rest of the American people will be completely blindfolded with BS news. That's what they were gonna do. Okay, in just over 2 months since taking over, Coles' idea have paralyzed staff. The same thing that was going with WAPO, with Washington Post. They were changing things. She first got reporters offside by sticking up an ad on her Instagram for a senior Lawrence Sanchez correspondent to cover the trial and tribulation of Jeff Bezos' fiancée. Among her more recent controversial assignments, staffers say, have been an influx of listicle, such as one headline, Joe Biden didn't poop himself. What the hell? You see, this is the thing. Oh my God, but these celebs did. Oh my God. Bills as a definitive list of the oversharing celebrity pen soilers. The piece was assigned to an intern who was working their last day at the Daily Beast and declined to have their byline on the story. Wow. Okay, since Cole and Sherwood took over, the site has produced several deeply reported yarns, including a agenda-setting profile of RFK Jr.'s running mate, Nicole Shanahan, and a deep dive into Will Lewis' hunger for power, but other more bizarre ideas were mercifully killed before they made it onto the site. My God. After trained bassist, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking of the 19. The the 19, that's the kind of journalism kind of thing they're trying to bring, which is more focused on issues. But these people who have the position of a well-established papers, they're turning it into BS kind of gossip kind of thing. Oh my God. After the train bassist Charles Collins was found dead after falling in the shower, Cole wanted to assign a story instructing readers how to avoid falling in the shower. What the hell? What? Cole wanted to assign a story instructing readers how to avoid falling in the shower. What the hell? Completely missed the whole point. Like, what happened? How did he fall in the shower? What in the name? When Supersize Me director Morgan Spurlock died following complication with cancer, Cheryl had expressed interest in a story asking if it was McDonald's that killed him. Oh my Lord. Are you effing kidding me? Yeah, they gotta go. Instead of focusing on what killed him, but instead McDonald's? What the hell? What? So at least now we're having an idea. When the UK is talking about a headline,
so that I may talk, squirrel.
Yes, the headline that they're focusing on is not what they should be focusing on, but still we should look at the topic or the person that they're doing their BS, the squirrel kind of BS story about. So this is how they go about it. Oh my God. This is why we always say this is the squirrel, to distract people. Among the heavy hitters who put in for the buyout and were accepted by the company is veteran New York reporter Michael Daly, who was one of Tina Brown's first hires when she founded the Daily Beast. That's when I used to think the Daily Beast was okay, was an okay publication. Okay, where Hot Sauce worked from 2018 to 2024, and senior columnist Matt Lewis, who has been one of the site's sole conservative voices, quote, "It's a tough industry right now," Lewis told Hot Sauce. "It's like if you make it to the show, you've been blessed and you don't want to leave, but after 7 years, it seems like a good time to call it a day." Daly and Lewis, along with anyone who was accepted for a buyout, has until Friday to rescind. If none of those change their mind, it will leave the site with two breaking news reporters who political reporters entertainment. There's the part here. Entertainment. That's all they want. Entertainment writers and handful of others to staff its photo and social desk. Quote, "None of us know how we are supposed to do the news with no staff," our base journalist told Hot Sauce, but Coles and Sherwood plan to reset the site as an intelligent tabloid. My God, as they impose financial discipline on a publication that was losing around $5 million a year under the former leadership. When the buyout were initially offered to staffers, 5 applied. The day it was announced editor-in-chief Tracy Connor would be leaving the publication, 7 more people put in for the buyout. After 5 days working under a new executive editor, Hugh Doherty, another 13 people applied, bringing the tally to 25 out of 35 members of the union. Wow. Yeah, they're going to have to reset. These ethical journalists need to come together and create their own. They have to create their own. This is gone. This is done. They're done. They don't care. They came to destroy it. That's all they came to do. They came to destroy it. They want to blindfold the people. You could see through YouTube. They all are the same. I'm telling you. I've been sharing this stuff with you. I even show you the background. I don't think any YouTubers ever show you the background of their YouTube channels. Okay? The numbers. How much money they're making. I don't know if I was making $1 million, if I will be showing you. But if they're making millions, I don't know. But anyway, I've shared with you the steps that I'm doing, things that, well, not steps, I don't think I'm showing you steps, but just showing you the numbers. Okay, the topics that I'm talking about, they want to discourage people from talking about real issue. The thing that was going in the Middle East, I was covering them. What did they do? Months later, they put some sort of not disclaimer, or they readjust their, what's the term they use? Their agreement, their, what's the term? It's like a contract. You can talk about certain things. Okay, just look at the screen. I have the screenshot somewhere. Okay, so they all are on the same page. They want to blindfold people, and this is why I keep on telling American, whoever listened to some of my podcasts, you don't have to do what I said, but my suggestion was, okay, as much as the Middle East is going through a rough time, and believe me, what they're going through is the ultimate sacrifice. It is the ultimate sacrifice. They put Biden in a box, and then you see the GOP who's saying if they're giving fund to Ukraine, they have to fund this, they have to fund Israel and all that. These are things many people outside of the US will not know. You might think many of us, agree with some of the things that's going on, but we see the political aspect of it. There's politicians, people who vote them in, are against our own system. So we were like, we have to choose the lesser of the two evil. They backs in Biden, and then they have to force him to choose, which right now, it's like the balance is like you have to pick the lesser of the two evil. You have to put your mask on first before you could save someone else. And we have a perfect example. Americans have a perfect example of what the Trump administration is already, have done, because he was there. You see how many millions of people who died of COVID when the previous administration had left a blueprint for him for a pandemic. And he threw it away. Millions of people were dying and refused to take recommendation from experts. And then now the expert that they had, the doctor, what's his name? Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci, okay, who was advising him things that should be done. Instead, right now, they're mocking him, they're trashing his name, and the doctor, has been in the with the government for a long time. He worked under Democrat, he worked under Republicans, you name it. Any presidency that was there. But the only one he had issues with was Trump. And then with that, and then you see Trump was giving bad advice to many people, and millions died. Okay? And many of the people that died were his supporters because they trust every BS he was saying. Maybe in a way, I don't know, I hate to say this, maybe in a way it sort of helped, but unfortunately I know someone who died. It's not because of careless kind of thing, not wearing mask. I don't know the person, but it's a in-law from my husband's side who died of COVID, and then the wife almost died as well. I mean, come on. But anyway, let's continue. So Bojo was giving us the head up. So that was their plan. She specifically said the US and France.
You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull.
Their news are not entertainment.
They're not entertaining at all.
Okay, so she loved her sort of type of, journalism.
And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
This is the thing that she loved, and she doesn't want Harry to destroy it. Oh my God. But let's continue. So they were working toward that. So now we're seeing the aspect of it, and they thought many journalists will... let me pause this thing. Many US journalists will take their brain out and throw it in the trash just for the sake of money. but there's some of them who buy out, but we shall see. But let's continue. Cole is looking to make new hires and has even proposed a male grooming column tentatively titled Taming the Beast. What in the hell? From day one, our strategy has been to build on the strength of the beast while making it more relevant and current. We have a new executive editor to help achieve our goal. At the same time, we negotiate a generous. What they're gonna do is bring young people. Okay, these are, I'm not saying they like YouTubers, but many of them probably did go to journalism school. But are they gonna carry the same ethical thing? Well, if they talk BS, they're gonna be sued. But let's see here. But the UK is really good at, they know the law, but they will, reach to the point where it almost crossed the line, but not enough to cross it. Similar to what Simon Case did with the Prince Harry thing. All right, to push Harry out. But anyway, let's continue. At the same time, we negotiate a generous buyout plan to reshape the newsroom for the future. Wow, we doomed. Okay, a spokesperson for the Daily Beast representing Sherwood. And the thing is that they don't really care about that. They just came to mess it up. Okay? To put a blindfold. Whether or not they stay, they don't care. They did their damage already. Okay, a spokesperson for the Daily Beast representing Sherwood and Coles email had source, quote, "We anticipate a large number of employees will accept our offer and we have plans and resources to ensure that the Beast can deliver what readers expect." But the readers didn't have any problem. They were getting the news that they wanted. But now you're going to turn it into entertainment. There's so many other entertainment. People could turn into YouTube. There's so many young people talking about entertainment. Quality journalism with bite and flair. We all can't. Oh my God. It's the same BS of Bojo's sister who was saying in that video. We are confident with these changes and a new editorial and business strategy, we can restore and revitalize the Beast and meet this moment of challenge and opportunity. We are confident that our new editorial and business strategy will empower the Beast to meet the challenge of this hugely significant year for news. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Okay, oh, but the Brits aren't doing well in America, are they? The British colonization of the American news media falters. I mean, they're doing their damage already after reading what I just read. Because many of the well-respected journalists are leaving. Sorry for my accent. Leaving, Leaving, leaving. USA journalists don't play. They don't want the British unethical mess of their media tactics. Yikes. These Brits on Fleet Street shouldn't be hired in US media. All they know is hack phones and bring over their reputation as the least trusted media in Europe. Not just hack phone, but look at what I just read. Alright, there's a major news that happened. Someone died. Okay? Instead of find out how the person died, if there was foul play, but instead, did McDonald kill it? What the hell is this? Get good riddance to bad rubbish. Keep the gutter press in the UK where it belongs. Shit paper anyways. Deserve turmoil. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. The link will be in the description just in case I mispronounce things and you could read it at your own thing and instead of hearing my interpretation of things. Alright, so there's another tweet making reference to it, to one of the British nonsense. British media, are you not embarrassed? You are not seen as a serious media in the world because you abuse power. You take no accountability. You exist to cover up for your mate. Protection rackets, toxic British media, client journalism. Alright, so she retweeted this. I believe, was that the CNN thing? I'm not going to read any more articles. So we sort of have an idea, unless if something brand new. Alright, I think it's incredibly telling that he was rejected by the US media because of his unscrupulous dealings, but the UK media turns a blind eye and let him back into his previous role. What is it? One of the journalists in the UK, respectable one. wrote a tweet once and said something like, when these people do these unethical type of things, instead of being reprimanded for their behavior, instead of being punished, instead they've been elevated. So that's that. Okay, this one I read already, so let's leave that alone, because I think I covered in one of the videos that I did either yesterday or the day before. All right, so next tweet. If anything, I'll leave the link in the description for you to read. Okay, well, as usual, at Love Lola Heart. Who is that? Okay, so that's one of the squaddies. Was right. KP has hired outside PR help. Okay, so now we are into a different topic here. It seems like I think I saw some pictures, but I don't want to share those things. The other brother, the left behind brother, was at a concert with his kids. And then there was pictures, or probably, I don't know if there was videos. I saw a picture, a selfie picture that was taken by the artist, the singer, and the left behind royals. I don't want to share it. So they're making reference to that. You probably will see it from other channels that's talking about it. Okay, so there's that here. Well, as usual, at Love Lola Heart was right. KP has hired outside PR help. There's that. Right, these are GIF. The best PR strategy is to tell the truth, and I responded to that. There's me here. Bango. But will they listen and do what the PR person will tell them? They will tweak the PR person recommendation to their royal family liking, so we're back to square one. Because I think they did hire that guru guy. I remember during the Queen's funeral. Okay, I literally pointed out when I saw it, and some of my thumbnails sort of mentioning, okay, PR 101. They were telling them where to stand and whatever. You saw Harry and Meghan look uncomfortable as he was directing them, and I was like, that's just PR 101 kind of thing. So he was there, and I believe he's American as well. So they're bringing their best to tweak their BS in the UK. Meanwhile, they're shifting their BS people in the UK to turn the US media into their BS. Again, we could see like CNN and many other television station that report news. They don't even like the same type of news anymore. Alright, today it was Taylor Swift, so that's the artist. The desperation is real, but he still always end up looking like a cringy, balding cloud chaser trying to be cool. What can he do about that? Bless. Alright, I don't see the new strategy taking them far. Okay, I'm not even paying attention to them. I'm only sharing this because this is what the squad are talking about. I'm not even sharing their pictures anymore. Alright, you need charisma to draw people in, and it's not there for neither of them. Being visible has never been enough. That's why they are in the conundrum that they are in. It's a repeat strategy. I'm laughing at the GIF. Wait, just sorry. Okay, he's now employing the same strategy his predecessor employed with him and Baby Boo. This exposes his desperation as he and the liegemen get more desperate. He'll use the issue more and more, continuing the cycle of trauma. Okay, let me read what's there and then move on. Okay, are they going to teach Willie how to fake normal human emotion and reaction? I told you guys way back then, he's like a freaking robot. He doesn't know how to act naturally around other people. But if they tell him step 1, 2, 3, he knows how to sort of arrange himself. Like in Harry's book, there was a part where he was explaining the love of Meghan. Okay, I don't know if I have it. I think I do. I don't know where it is. It's probably embedded within pile of tweet videos.
Travel the world from top to bottom, literally. I'd hopscotched the continents. I'd met hundreds of thousands of people. I'd crossed paths with a ludicrously large cross-section of the planet's 7 billion residents. For 32 years, I'd watched a conveyor belt of faces pass by, and only a handful ever made me look twice. This woman stopped the conveyor belt. This woman smashed the conveyor belt to bits. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful. Why should beauty feel like a punch in the throat? Does it have something to do with our innate human longing for order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry, and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty. I'd just come back from a trip with Pa, Willie and Kate to France, where we'd marked the anniversary of the Battle of the Somme, honoured the British dead, and I'd read a haunting poem, Before Action. It was published by a soldier 2 days before he died in action. It ended, "Help me to die, O Lord." Reading it out, I realised I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. A fairly staggering revelation for me just then. But this woman's beauty and my response to it wasn't based merely on symmetry. There was an energy about her, a wild joy and playfulness. There was something in the way she smiled, the way she interacted with Violet, the way she gazed into the camera. Confident, free. She believed life was one grand adventure. I could see that. What a privilege it would be, I thought, to join her on that journey. I got all of that from her face.
Where Harry was explaining the love for Meghan, the first time he saw Meghan, the order, the balance, the symmetry, and all of that.
Order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry, and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty.
I even did a video about that. Okay, and that particular tweet video, there's 2 videos regarding that. One, I turned it into a music video. And the second one was like I'm doing right now, regular tweet where I explained my thought or whatever. And I was like, the UK, the royal family, they like things to be in order, where there's a line and row and columns and all of this, where you could see things in order, so they know what's coming next. There's a pattern. They see the pattern 1, 2, and 3. They could manage that. But when people are moving around doing their own thing freely or whatever, it's a chaos for them. They get really, I don't know, how would you call this? Agitated. They can't really function properly because they want to know where you're going, how you're going. The reason is that, now this is new, the reason is that because they know the BS that they're putting out for the people to get whatever it is that they're getting, their lifestyle, whatever, they know is full-blown BS. So in order for them to maintain that status, they need to know where everybody's going so they could readjust themselves to fit to the chaotic, to the way the people are thinking. Okay? In terms of thinking, the psychology of this, I've said it many times. The UK, the British media, the royal family, they are masterful. This is one thing I've noticed. They are very masterful at psychology. Not in a good way to treat it. No, they know how to put you in a chaotic way. Okay? Drive you nuts. You see it with Princess Diana.
What effect did that have on you?
Pretty devastating. Rampant bulimia, if you can have rampant bulimia, and just a feeling of being no good at anything and being useless and hopeless and failed in every direction. Wow.
And with a husband who was having a relationship with somebody else?
Was a husband who loved someone else, yes. It was already difficult, but it became increasingly difficult.
In a practical sense, how did it become difficult?
Well, people were, when I say people, I mean friends on my husband's side were indicating that I was, again, unstable, sick, and should be put in a home of some sort in order to get better. I was almost an embarrassment.
Do you think he really thought that?
Well, there's no better way to dismantle a personality than to isolate it.
So you were isolated?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
The first thing that they did with Princess Diana, they call her crazy, they this and that, and they're still carrying out all of this, this narrative about her. Okay, even the son, okay, the left behind son, Toby, call his own mother paranoid. Okay, so they're good at the psychology of things. So if they don't know where people are going, people are not in a order. There's a clock, there's a timing, there's this is the way at that time you're supposed to be there, and then they want to be aware of it. That way they could maneuver themselves, readjust themselves to fit to whatever it is that's going on. But when people are moving around, think of Times Square, or what's the busiest street in Tokyo, whatever. Okay, people are moving around, they go nuts. This is what drives them crazy. And this is why they're sending their worst in the US to create chaos. Okay, to create chaos. And they have some help in the government system, the GOP, to help them create that. And luckily, the individuals, I mean, we are almost out of time right now, because those ethical, the people, the journalists who kept their standard, okay, are about to go in terms of age. Okay, they're getting older. But the new ones that coming in, you see how quickly they give up everything. You see many YouTubers talking full-blown BS. I mean, yes, you could have entertainment things, you could make fun of certain things without disrespecting or trashing someone else, but still, you could see young people, like I've said in many other videos, it doesn't take too long to ruin a generation. All you need is at least a decade, and you set. So if those old people, those, let's say for instance, I mean, if Rachel Maddow is in good health, but at least we have Rachel Maddow, but people slightly older than her are going off. These were the good ethical journalists that were there. They are gone. Okay, so we are running out of time. We are running out of time to sustain the ethical, the democracy, the test that we have here. They ruin it in a different... When I told you guys there was a different war that's going on, this is it. This is it. It's not the same conventional war where you take people to the battlefield and all of this and you shoot one another. Yes, it's still there because there's Israel doing that to Palestine. Okay, it's still there. But the other one is the psychology of things, is the, self-destructing kind of thing that's going on. Okay, it's still type of war when they put people on the, they blindfold people and tell you to go to the ditch kind of thing. Make you vote against your own best interests. This is the other war that's going on, at least from my viewpoint. In one of my thing I posted on my community board, and I was like, the unprofessional way of me sharing with you what I'm seeing. And I remember when I started focusing on PYTE, on Harry and Meghan, and I was seeing couple things like I'm seeing right now, and I start reporting on them. I talk about the Johnny Depp thing, and long and behold, who was behind the Johnny Depp thing? Calling a wife beater. Just look it up. Okay. Many other things. They all are connected. They all are connected. And I wasn't really sure. I didn't know too much about that person who wrote the wife beater. Now I know. Okay, so let me finish this and go to the next one. Okay, phase of strategy. Kate is alive and recovering. Per trooping, still needs time. United family. Wills is father of the year. This is the headline over there. Kate recovers and has revelation about priorities, step back from duties, become full-time mom, and forgotten royals. 2025 well-announced separation. That's the step here. We have said so many times that KP needs a new PR team. LOL. All right, so let's go to the next one. But like I said in my comment, where is it? They're gonna go back to square one because they want to control everything. The person, they bring an outsider who see their problem and wants to fix it, and then the recommendation that the PR is gonna tell them, they're gonna say no, it needs to go this way. So it's gonna go back to square one. They're gonna be doing their own thing again. All right, next tweet. Because they don't. William, for instance, he never heard the word no in his life. Okay, he gets to do whatever he wants. Well, I will not say throughout his life, but at least after Princess Diana died, because Princess Diana wasn't playing with him. But the thing is that now Harry is living his best life, and this is what the people are gravitate toward. Harry's doing his own thing. Okay, he's not catering to anybody. The only thing I would say he's catering to are the veterans. Okay, with it Invictus and things that he feels that is important, that matters to him. But other than that, he's living his best life. And then the squad, when we get a sneak peek of whatever it is that he's doing, and then we talk about it, and the squad, multiply it, quadruple it more, echo it even more, and then that's what he wants. He wants people to echo his BS, but nobody likes his BS, especially after he called his mom paranoid. And I told you, that was the turning point. I mean, after he called his mom paranoid, and I think what happened, and I think I called it on the day, that many of Princess Diana's fans, let's say like Tyler Perry's mother, these type of people who are still living, okay, who were fan of Princess Diana, but the moment they were probably still okay with William, okay, many of these people, they love Diana, okay, and residual, they love both of the boys, okay, Harry and William. But what separates that now is when William decided to call his mom paranoid, and I was like, oh, that was it for him. Now the group, there's some who's still holding on, okay, there will always be at least one, okay. Now the moment he said that, and people still remember the interviews and everything else that she was going through, okay, no matter what they do, try to erase what Princess Diana said, they didn't put a gun in her head. She still said it, and she spoke about it in many different forms, through books, the voice coach, and that Martin Bashir thing, whatever, okay. She repeat almost the same thing. So that was not a crazy person talking. And now for the son to dare say the mom is paranoid, now that hit a different nerve to some of his mom's followers, his mom's fan base. The love that they extend to him had gone. They're like, forget you. You just like your father, so forget you. So they focus their energy on Harry, who's doing his own thing, living his best life or whatever. Harry is not catering to nobody. Like I said, it's just the veteran, things that matters to him, and people who has something good to say, he wants to elevate them. But besides that, Harry is living his life, and it gravitates toward people like me. All right, so that's that. Okay, let's see here. Never will they ever. So that's that. Did I read that? Returning to the sinking ship, there's the laugh. Yeah, if you are still holding to that hope, you probably have been blocking your ears or just simply in denial. Okay, so like if Harry and Meghan, no, Harry in particular, going back to the institution, that's when I think the smirk that Harry did here when they were talking about his book, about the bald head of his brother. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to my last one, and then that's it. And I think I'm gonna do the pure YTE video. So the squads are throwing shade, and they find the perfect image for every shade that they're throwing. When he said pirate with a press card, I just know Prince Harry chuckled after, because the way I laugh, there's the laugh here. Oh, that was it. Okay, so this is gonna be on the next video on pure YTE, because the squad brought this back because the brother's copying it. Okay, so that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And another form of way you could support me is check my merch and see if you like some of the things that I have there. And I think yesterday I put some new merch, new design. Let me see if I could go into that. Well, I guess it's not working. It says temporarily unavailable. Spreadshop services are temporarily unavailable to the planning maintenance. We apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later. Okay, so if when I'm editing, I'll just give you a screenshot of some of the new design. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and go to PYTE. I have some videos. I'm going to record my next video for PYTE.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better